Hello and welcome to our community call. My name is Erin Fugate and I'm one of the founding members of the Visionary Leaders Collective. We're so happy you're here. If this is your first time on the call, please put that in the comments so we can welcome you. At the Visionary Leaders Collective, we honor the gifts of the earth. So if you believe that the earth has treasures for you to support your health in mind, body, and spirit, you're in the right place. Next slide, please. So we have a gift for you, this incredible website with this full database of probably 10 years of education. We have webinars, calls, everything you need to learn about oils, doTERRA supplements, and how to build a doTERRA business is on the website for you. hellovisionary.life. Okay, next slide, please. So you're on the community call. This happens every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. This is a call to help you learn how to use your oils, learn your products, but more importantly, connect with this beautiful community we have of people all over the world that are dedicating to uplifting their health, uplifting their wealth, and changing lives. Today, we're talking about non-toxic cleaning with Daniela Bras. Next week, there's no call, so mark that on your calendar. A lot of us will be at Leadership Retreat. So we'll be taking a break for a week and then come back March 30th, and myself and Nikki Dean will be giving you a recap. So there's often lots of good news at Leadership Retreat, and we can't wait to share it with you. Get text alerts. If you want to know about our upcoming events, just text Hello Visionary, all one word, to the number 833-359-0069. Okay. So we have regular events every week we want to tell you about. Introduction to doTERRA essential oils, Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's a great place to invite your friends that want to learn about doTERRA and essential oils. Of course, you're on the community call. That's Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Then Lindsay Bodo and Nikki Dean host a work party Mondays at 4 p.m. if you want to work on your doTERRA business, but with friends. The first Monday of the month at 5 p.m. Pacific time, doTERRA hosts a webinar called Empowered Success. It's absolutely excellent, and this is really good if you're building a doTERRA business to learn from people who have done it successfully. Then third Mondays at 10 a.m., we have Oils A to Z on Zoom with Ariana Harley and friends. You can get all the event info on our event calendar at hellovisionary.life/events. So we have been having great Tuesday night classes. Have you loved those? Lindsay taught it yesterday. The week before was Dr. Josie. Please put some love in the comments if you've been enjoying the Tuesday night classes. Next week, Aisha Harley is teaching. So March 22nd, put it down. Aisha has an incredible story, and I hope she'll share a little bit of it on the class. But she is a Lyme warrior. So she has used these products to support her body's recovery from Lyme disease. And then of course, she's built an incredible business with doTERRA. So she is warm and inviting, and you'll love learning from her. Then on March 29th, we have Contessa Beth, and Contessa has been using essential oils for over 14 years. She's also a deep student of plant medicine in general, and she has a lovely business called Floating Root, where she makes artesian plant medicine collections, and she weaves the story of nature into her offerings, and she's such an artist. So come to her class if you really like to see a different perspective on the oils and you like to look at nature as though it's art. I'll hand it over to Aisha.
Who is excited about the BOGO box? I'm sure you all know about it by now. And I know some of you have already ordered your BOGO box. doTERRA is doing this a little differently in that they are sharing all of the oils with us. So today is your day to get the BOGO box. However, you can purchase this while supplies last. However, things really do sell out with doTERRA. So don't delay. If you really want this, I would go ahead and get it ordered. And the benefit of ordering the BOGO box is that you're going to get a free citrus bloom. So that's your extra bonus gift from ordering the BOGO box. And I'm not going to go through all of the oils. You can see them on the screen, but doTERRA is incredibly generous. It's so fun to have the beautiful in there. I'm very excited to have the adaptive caps, the Air X, So much goodness. This is such a great way to get your oils. And then we want to make sure that all of you know how much we love you, because we do. So we put together this stellar gift basket. And if you purchase a BOGO box, you can enter to win this gift basket. And in the basket is the yoga collection, a pilot diffuser, the emotional aromatherapy kit, a bottle of Beautiful, a balanced beard oil, and I love to use that as in my hair, on my skin. So that's both for men and women. You don't need to have a beard. And an oil sample case. So the way that you enter to win this is simply make your purchase, and then on the Essential Wellness Facebook page, you'll see a thread which is featured. Just go to the featured posts, and in that thread, just post your BOGO box purchase. And then when the BOGO box sells out, or at the end of the week when BOGOs are over, we will choose the winner. So if you are not in that group and you need to get connected, check with your upline or reach out to Erin and I, and we will add you to that page. Oops, wrong way. Okay, and we want to make sure that you know for the next week, BOGOs go until next Tuesday, right? The 22nd, is that Tuesday? We will be doing a Facebook Live daily at noon with different leaders from our Visionary Leaders community, and they will be sharing different tips, tricks, and personal testimonies about the daily oils. So tune into those. They will be on the Essential Wellness page. And if you miss the live, make sure and tune into the recordings. And know that we will have daily giveaways. So make sure and tune into the group every single day, because we will be giving stuff away all week beyond the gift basket. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. It is such a pleasure to introduce this beauty to you, Daniela Brous, who is joining us from the island of Kauai. She is an absolute love. She has been with us with doTERRA for what, over 10 years now, or pretty much from the very beginning. She lives on Kauai with her two beautiful daughters. And if you do not follow her on Facebook, please do. She's at Essential Shine because she always posts such great content. And I always love seeing the photos of her dancing and her beautiful family. She's also a dancer and a dance instructor. And she's going to talk to us today about clean living and non-toxic cleaning. So Daniela, I'm going to pass it on over to you.
Wonderful. Aloha, everybody. And thank you, ladies, for having me. It's a pleasure, and I'm grateful to be here this morning on Hawaii time. I'm going to go ahead and screen share. I wrote an ebook on this exact topic. So I'm going to go through my ebook, my Lazy Green Cleaning ebook with you guys. It tells the story and how to prep your house, ordering recipes, tips and tricks. So I'm going to go through that and add tidbits as we go. So I'm going to love to screen share here. And don't worry too much about scribbling tons of notes. I'd like to gift this to you, Visionary Leaders Ohana, this ebook on my website. So at the end, I'll give the code that if you go to my website, you can download this for free. So you don't have to worry about writing down recipes and things like that. So let me go ahead and screen share here. So I titled my book Lazy because truly it does feel lazy. It's so fast. It's so easy and on the go as a mom to actually green clean. And I really wanted to remind people just how quick and easy, cheap it can be and is. Truly, the first comment I get is, doing any DIYs tends to take a lot of time. And that actually is, not the truth. So a little backstory, this is me and my girls on Kauai. And the reason is when I first got my oils, when I first got my samples as a customer in 2012, when I got these drams, the like 50 for one aha moment was when I got them, as a sample to try for mosquito repellent and for easing anxious feelings. And the little note from Kate, who sent me the samples, was, oh yeah, you can also clean your house. And I thought, what? So I put them to use. as a mom, my first daughter was then 1, and they worked, and I loved them. And so that was how I set up my LRP from the very beginning. We were on a tight budget, but I just replaced all of our cleaners from the very beginning and made my house non-tox with products that I wanted to use for my daughter and me and in the home. And that saved us so much money so that I could stay on LRP, always order 125 or more every month from the very beginning, and make and now buy our green cleaners as well. So I do like to call this DIY and buy. Now we have that beautiful Abode line, which I wrote this book right before that came out. So you can always buy the products that we now have available too, or you can DIY. So this was also the picture that was kind of the turning point, and I shared this, and this really was pivotal for my customers and my business leaders. Attracted one. I just had that, I was pregnant and I was watching Daisha clean. This is my soft scrub recipe she was using. And I had that moment and I thought, Daisha could literally lick this and she'd be okay. I was pregnant at the time, and everything we actually inhale in that room is beneficial. And so that was the moment for me that I thought, okay, this is it too. So 10 years later, you know, we all have our things. I think that it's really important for us to stay clean. I tend to eat pretty much everything. I have other things in my life I'm not so, you know, really careful about, but in my home, I'm really only wanting clean products and non-toxic things for our skin, in our body, and in our home. So a quick ingredient guide and why. I don't want to go, we have a lot of time here, so I don't want to go too crazy into this, because I'm sure all of you guys are pretty passionate about, you know, health and wellness and just understanding that, you know, the FDA in America, anyway, in our country, it doesn't regulate the cleaning products. The labels are not truthful. You can look up any ingredient in your toxic cleaners, and, you know, it's just, it goes on and on. It's a rabbit hole of toxic mess. So which you probably know already. And so just to know that with all of our products, this is something that's so important to me. doTERRA is very transparent in all their labeling, in the cleaning products, everything that you want to know. There's nothing hidden. So we always know what's in everything we're using from doTERRA, and that is not regulated in our country. So with your cleaning and your skincare and everything else. So trusted, we can trust it. And those are some of the reasons why. These are the steps I suggest to do. This is just for your time efficiency, because we're all so busy, right? So this is the efficiency I say is, you know, get your supplies, order your supplies, because you'll need some supplies, some other clean ingredients, your essential oils, of course, or your doTERRA cleaning products. And then I'm going to show you quickly how to set up your home, or just give you an overview, but there's more in this book. And then all the recipes. And that's it. And then it's just a matter of refilling. And I feel like it's lazy. I refill on the go. You get out of the shower, I'm refilling something. You know, my girls have actually been making and refilling the products since they were like 2 and 3. It's super, super simple. So this is some of your green cleaning shopping list. I suggest always having these other ingredients over here in the house. And I just go to Costco or whatever stores near you, you get the cheapest amount: baking soda, white vinegar, Epsom salts, witch hazel, olive oil. The Dr. Bronner's, if you don't know the unscented with the Dr. Bronner's, that has the light blue label. And so it's also the mild, but the reason you want to get this one of the Dr. Bronner's is because it's unscented. And if you're going to make laundry soap, there's a couple ways to do that, but there's a way that you can get the bar too. So this also comes in a bar that you would shave. Washing soda and borax, and that's all for the laundry soap recipe. And then you want to get your materials, your glass spray bottles, glass jars. Totally just upcycle is such a great thing to do. My window and mirror cleaner, I think I used that bottle for 8 years. I mean, 8 years was I using, just refilling lemon oil, vinegar, and water to clean all my window and mirrors. So that's 8 years of not buying plastic bottles. You know, it kind of blows your mind. Sometimes you have to replace the top on the sprays, but those glass bottles last so long. You can use your, you know, spaghetti sauce jars, you know, you name it, upcycling away, dryer balls. And then these are some of the oils and the products. And again, our cleaning line had not come out yet when I wrote this, so I was leaning heavily on our On Guard line, but you could also add here our wonderful abode line. I just love everything about that. I use all of that as well. So I do both DIY and buy because I love that scent. And it's so easy, and that's a refill as well, which we know. So these are some of the oils. I wanted to keep it simple for a brand new customer or somebody who doesn't have an account yet, doesn't have doTERRA yet. So I kept it really simple with which oils are in this book. But know that they all are going to help fight against bacteria and virus, and really pick the scents that you like. You can dig deeper and find, which oils have more properties in our books that you want to use. Tea tree, which we know has such a strength, and so does that manuka against bacteria. Our On Guard, of course. All of our citruses are the best for, greasy, gooey, mirrors, windows. So those are the ones I always lean on citrus for those. But you'll know, just play. I say just play and use scents that you like too. And so there's a hyperlink for starting your kit. I did make an Amazon shopping list of all these non-toxic other ingredients, if that's easier for you to reference. And there's also some containers in there too, if that's easier for you. So then going down and setting up your house is maybe the most important step, because this is the key to being lazy. Is that because I don't know about you, but I am not going to clean that bathroom sink if that spray is not in the bathroom, and I am not going to wipe down the counter if I can't find this in the kitchen. So what I say is just make 2 or 3 of everything, and make sure that every room you need to clean at least has a all-purpose spray, and of course has a diffuser, right? But my under the bathroom or on top of the toilet is where I have a lot of my stuff. Of course, in the kitchen, in your laundry area. And then I just don't think it's a bad idea to put just a little cleaning spray, even if it's like a 2 to 4 ounce, in every bedroom, because I'm just personally not going to dust. I'm not going to wipe things down unless there's just something in there, and I can get my kids to do it if I just put, I have these little cloths I can put around, and then they can just do it on the go. So that is the number one key, is making sure that every single room has what you need, just a couple cute little towels or rags. I like little cloth coasters. So I just put my diffuser on cloth coasters. That's my hint too, my super lazy hint. And having just something to clean with. That is definitely the key to being lazy and doing it on the go as a busy mom, right? Too, but also getting the kids involved, because they'll do it. They like the smell too. So I let them make a lot of the sprays and use what oils. I just have them come hit up, use what you want, and so then they get them involved. So yeah, and please, I don't have my the chat open, but if you have any questions, well, I guess I'll wait till the end. You can ask me any questions. So these are the recipes, and I'll just let you know, wonderful Ellen helped me edited this book for me. So big props to Ellen, if you know her, big clamp. But we arranged this so that it's per room. So if you wanted to print these up or post them up, we have an all-purpose. I'll just show you abroad first. All-purpose recipes, laundry room. So if you wanted to go put that in your laundry room, kitchen and bathroom recipes, and then just on the go. So I'll just review a couple that I really have loved. Let me go to the room deodorizer. So this was a fun one. I think all the other ones maybe you've seen or you haven't, but pretty simple here. The room deodorizer is one of my favorite lazy tricks. So it just looks like this, it's just baking soda with essential oils and a piece of cloth, and it sits on the back of my toilet. And what I do is when I need to clean the toilet, there's always, also, you want to put essential oils in every room, right? You're going to have oils near your diffuser anyway. So in the bedrooms, you want to have your oils next to your diffuser, because I don't know about you, but also then I won't use my diffuser if I don't have an oil next to it. And I always have an oil or 2 in every room too for cleaning. So lemon would be great. And you can always, on the cheap, you can divide your oils, save your empty bottles, and maybe split your lemon in 2 bottles. I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive, but just making sure there's an oil or 2 in each room too for your cleaning. So anyways, in the back of my toilet, there's always a citrus oil anyway, like wild orange or lemon or something. So when I do clean my toilet, I will sprinkle this mixture into the toilet, drop some lemon or wild orange over this mixture, which is the baking soda in that. And then I always have a jar of vinegar under the sink too. Splash of vinegar, let it fuzz up and clean. So even my kids can do that. They think it's actually fun sometimes. And that is my room deodorizer, cleaning the toilet, quick trick on the go. So there's more recipes there for you. I think I only have about 5 minutes here, so I want to make sure I stay in time. The laundry soap, this works incredible. I believe I actually got this recipe from Heidi very first, like 8-9 years ago. And you can make a liquid, you can make like a mayonnaise consistency version, or you can make just the dry. The dry you can whip up in probably like 5 minutes. The other kind, and it really is just a tablespoon per load. It is ridiculously, it's like under 10 cents a load. Works really, really, really well. The other one I wanted to talk about was, let me keep going down here. Yeah, the dusting. I said, who does this? I never dust. But just having cloth, some kind of something in every room is how I wipe surfaces, and I just spray away. The soft scrub, this easy soft scrub is still, again, and so it's very much like the how I told you with the toilet, how I do that, only I'm going to use my hand this time. So you just sprinkle some baking soda into the sink. Let's say it's the sink that you want to scrub, and then I'll sprinkle some essential oils and then baking soda, and I literally might use my hands or just grab a washcloth, and then that's my soft scrub or a sponge. And you can leave that mixture on, like let's say you want it, for a couple hours, then come back and wash it away. The whole room smells so amazing. That's the other thing, right? We get to inhale beneficial smells. And something about that really quick, our nose, which you know this from aromatherapy, but we cannot not smell. We cannot prevent smelling. We cannot taste something, but we can't smell. There's something like 10,000 more receptor sites in our nose. So whatever we smell is going to go into our limbic brain and into our bloodstream. And so that is just something I've always been fascinated about aromatherapy and the power of our essential oils and the major benefit of just inhaling these. So I like to say that I increase my emotional wellness when I clean my toilet. All right, so there's that. I'm sure you know this, but sticky gooey places, you're even just like on my kitchen, using on the stove top when it's really gross, the same kind of recipe, just baking soda sprinkled with, I might even use some of our concentrate, the Ebook concentrate or On Guard cleaner concentrate with that, with just a little bit of vinegar and essential oil, and leave the mixture, make it like a goo and leave it. It just wipes everything down. It's so fast. And then on the go, I'll just close with this because we're all on the go. Just make a couple mini things for in the car. Hand wipes, which you can make, or that's something I do, buy our On Guard hand wipes, because as a mom, to me, I just have to have them in the car and in my purse all the time. Of course, you're sanitizing. And I just use this sanitizing spray. I basically use that to wipe down my car too. So just knowing that you can multi-purpose a lot of these things in a lot of areas, as long as it's a surface that can, but I know in my car, I can use any of this on the surface of my car. Yeah. So I'm going to open up the chat to see if there's any questions, or I'd love to hear, anything else. That's just my information. Just staying in time with what we have here today. Yes. So I will go ahead and put in the chat here. This is the code, Shine Ohana, and this is my website, and you absolutely can download this, and I'll stop the screen share actually. There we go. There's the website. It's just under the shop tab, so you can download that for free and enjoy, I hope. Let's see, I spray white vinegar with tea tree in it into the toilet, and then sprinkle a combination of salt and baking soda, and then spray again with the vinegar with tea tree in it. Let it sit, then use the brush and flush. Perfect, Linda. I love that. It just smells so good. It's so much easier. Yay. Anybody have?
I'll have a share if
Yeah.
there's time. Thank you, Daniela. That was so great. And I loved what you said about that your kids could even lick the cleaner. And I wanted to share a little story because when my kids were really little, I had a friend who I just really admired her older kids. And I asked her one day, what's your secret? And she said, chores. And so I went home, my kids were 4 and 6, and I went home and I looked at my kids and I said, free rides over, you get the napkins, you get the plates, right? I started giving them little chores. And when they were 6 and 8, I have 2 boys and I had just cleaned the whole bathroom. And I went in and there was pee on the toilet seat. And I said, you boys get in here. I said, I do not pee on the toilet seat. This is you. I'm going to teach you now how to clean the toilet and to teach a 6 and 8-year-old boy how to clean the toilet and not worry that obviously I teach them to wash their hands and all of that, but not worry that they were so close to these chemicals or anything like that. It was a win-win for the whole house. So I love all your recipes, but even just that On Guard cleaning concentrate alone, if you're super lazy, is so amazing.
I mean, before that line came out last fall, when I wrote this book, it really was just about a handful of oils and our On Guard cleaner concentrate. Yeah, that's kind of in our On Guard line. That was just what I leaned into over all the years. And then doTerrablog.com has incredible recipes, tons on there. So you can lean into, their recipes. Sometimes you find stuff on Pinterest and just replace our oils with them. But I love it. And just that it saves so much money. Like the key thing for me was in the very beginning, this is how I justified my LRP. From day one, I got my kit and I set up my LRP because I realized, okay, I'm just going to replace all my cleaners and skin and like our shampoo and a little bit of skincare. And by doing that on a super tight budget, just having moved to Hawaii, that was the click for me. I thought, okay, I'll never get off LRP. I'll always want, and I always wanted the free product of the month. And that was the financial piece for me. And that it did. And then that saved enough money that I could go on. And now, of course, there's supplements and all the things. But that was just the first thing in my home that justified for me, okay, just replace things. Yeah. What was the code? The code is up a little bit. It's Shine Ohana, all one word, all lower caps. Yeah, any questions or, you're welcome. We just want to keep it easy, right? Like keep it easy, keep it simple. We're all on the go. That's just, it just has to be simple. Yeah. You're welcome, Florence. Oh, gosh. Okay, you're good. Thank you, Erin. Wonderful. So nice to be here with you guys.
Anybody else have, thank you, Daniela. That was great. I clean totally the same way. So much so that like I have not been able to switch to the new products because I'm just so into my On Guard cleaner. And my little hack is I have blends that I like to put in the On Guard cleaner because I like the smell. But what I do often is when my oils get to the bottom where it's like kind of hard to get the oil out, I'll pop the top, fill it up with water and dump that into my On Guard cleaner spray. And then it's just kind of a mixture of like whatever was in my almost empties. Because if you don't do that, you kind of waste some oil because there is like residue left in there. And somebody the other day in our Facebook group says she takes all her empties and she throws them in a jar with Everclear. And then that's her like hand sanitizer.
Another, I think it's in my book. I hope I put it in there. I put all my empties. I just get a big thing of Epsom salt. So all my empties go in there. And then that salt mixture, so it's getting all of them out, about 4 tablespoons of the salt mixture in with your laundry soap is an incredible like fabric softener and defunker for your laundry.
Oh, cool.
And
Epsom salt.
yeah. Just an Epsom salt. And then you're getting, yeah, that's what I'll do too. And then sometimes I forget and the bottles will go in the wash too. And then the bottles are washed as well. You can upcycle your bottles into whatever you want because they accidentally made it in there too. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun to clean this way. And my favorite feeling is just knowing I cleaned my house with plants.
Yeah.
It's nice and refreshing and cleans the energy too. If you're
Oh yeah.
energies, there's a lot of lore around plants like rosemary and lavender and sages. So you can also think of that like cleaning your house with plants is kind of a smokeless way to cleanse the energies of your home. And then different plants represent different things too. So you could play with that.
One testimony I forgot to say is like I said, I eat pretty much I'm not super clean with everything in my life, you know. I eat pretty much everything, but this is something that I'm very like focused on. And so even just doing this part of our lives, I cannot walk down a cleaning aisle in a regular store. I have an immediate allergic reaction. I can't do it. And this is just one shift I made, you know, and now I cannot smell cleaners. I either get nauseous or I start sneezing around any toxic cleaners.
Yeah.
It's amazing right? Like amazing the little changes you make, one change in one area of your life and how that really, it's so you know, that to me is like, wow, it's working. Yeah, I start sneezing too. Yeah,
I can't remember the stats. Maybe you have it in your ebook or somebody knows, but the number of carcinogenic causing cleaning products that women especially are exposed to every day is just absolutely absurd, off the charts.
Ugh.
And I know that with people staying home from COVID, I think everybody started to become like a bit more aware of like, oh, these cleaning products like give us headaches and they're not good for us. So this is such a great thing to share with your friends and family, that you can save money, you can clean your house and protect yourself from the carcinogenics and take care of women, because oftentimes women are the ones cleaning the home. And it's a simple thing that we can do for all the ladies out there and protect their health for longer. So I appreciate you, Daniela. Thanks for sharing with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Love to you guys.
Yeah.
Aloha.
So this is the part of the call where we switch into the joy of sharing doTERRA. So if you are loving your products and maybe you want to know how to save money, maybe you just can't help but share it with people and you'd like to know how to turn that into an income, this is the part of the call for you where we definitely want to talk about that. So first, we just want to do a little plug for Leadership Retreat. Aisha, would you share that slide? Who is attending Leadership Retreat? You can attend in person or online, and doTERRA is letting elites and above come. So I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. There's a few of us there. Nikki Dean will be there too. So if you're going to Phoenix live, please come find me for a big hug. And if you're doing it virtual, I hope you're joining in with some team to do it. Maybe you're gathering in a living room. Maybe you're doing like everybody's on their own computer across the world. Maybe you've rented like an Airbnb on the coast. It's so much more fun to do this together. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that we all get to be in Salt Lake City together in September, that everyone will feel safe to travel and we can have some great parties. Aisha and Josie and I have been talking about the fact that we will be staying at the Grand America. It'll be my first year at leadership in 5 years without a baby or my husband. I'm so excited. Like I am going to party. I mean, at convention leadership, I still have a baby because she's nursing. So we've been talking about having some pool parties at the Grand America, probably our normal meet and greet at the bar at Grand America. We're going to have lots of things to meet up. So get your practice with leadership. Maybe you're coming live or you're on virtual, and set your sights for convention. We should probably put a convention slide in next time, huh, Aisha? So we can start talking about that. All right, you can stop the screen share. What we're going to chat about today in the business section is we've been having a lot of fun doing these like mastermind chats where we have a subject and then everybody kind of chimes in with their best advice. So you can guess what we're probably talking about today is the BOGO week. Whoop, 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 whoop. So we just want to do a little mastermind share on best practices on how you have found the best way to go out and communicate to your customers and your team members about the BOGO box deal. A reminder that doTERRA is waiving the membership fee. So you get to use the BOGO box as an enrollment kit. Plus new members are going to get a sample of Malama. And Malama is a blend that's coming out next month for Mother's Day, and it smells like Hawaii. Like, oh my gosh, so amazing. I want to put it into coconut oil and like either have my husband do a full body massage or go to the massage therapist and be like, massage me with this, because it is so good. So I'm excited for our new customers to get the Malama sample. And then of course, existing customers can buy the box. When you buy the box, you get the free citrus bloom. So there's so many perks. And then you have our team giveaway, right? We're doing that huge gift basket. Maybe Aisha, would you bring the gift basket up again in case there's people who didn't see it? So everyone who buys a BOGO box this week, you get one entry per BOGO box and you can buy up to 5. You get to enter to win this incredible gift basket that we've put together for you. It's a pilot diffuser, which is really my favorite diffuser because you can take it in the car, you can take it camping, your hotel room. You get a cute little carrying case that you can put your supplements in and dram bottles. So it's nice for weekend trips. You get an emotional aromatherapy kit, the rollers. You get a yoga kit and balanced beard oil. Did you get it to load, Aisha? It's not working. Okay. So that is something you can really talk up with your customers, like go enter this and to win it. And then we'll have daily giveaways too. So I want to show you this. So you can grab a screenshot and then we'll get into the mastermind. So that's the big gift basket. Yay. It's so good and going to be so fun to send that off to someone. Okay, grab a screenshot and we'll stop the share. So let's mastermind about this. How have you found the most success during BOGO week? How do you get this? How do you communicate this to your customers? And what have you found that works? Who wants to? I can warm it up or Aisha can warm it up. Yeah, Daniela, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, when BOGO week hits, I mean, I do use Instagram, not so much for enrolling, but I do find when I reach out to my existing customers, I ask if they need anything. And a lot of times the response is, I follow you on Instagram. So I know that I do a lot of nourishing there on purpose because that's where a lot of them are. So it's just a matter for me of setting my alarm, or now we get them the night before and just doing heavy marketing to start, at least to always do that. So there's a little bit of angst like the night before or getting up earlier and making sure that there's a post about it and then a newsletter blast to my existing customers about each day to make sure at least did that, socials and then email for my customers, and then warm list as well. Each day, first thing in the morning or the night before if we get it, depending. So it's a lot of marketing on our end. Yeah. But that's the first thing.
You said something really key, Daniela, which is your marketing where you know your customers are already hanging out.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it if I didn't. That's another story, but yeah, there's definitely seasons where you're over it, you don't want to do it. But when I realized that was a lot of the response of, then that's honestly why I stay there. Yeah, so a lot of marketing, and then always including for me, let me know, if I can help you. Sometimes you're still just helping a customer order just that one BOGO, or somebody who doesn't have an account yet order that one BOGO. And I'm always like, yes, 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 to follow up later. So that's just one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's remember too that when it's great when someone's like, yeah, I'm going to buy the BOGO box. I'm going to put it on my LRP, and you're like, awesome, handled. But some people need that extra care of like, maybe they don't have an account or they're busy. And so we can do this extra customer service this week. And the perk you get is you can take those BOGO orders and place them wherever you want them on your team. So if you're trying to hit a power of 3 or you're trying to hit a rank, just remember that that is totally acceptable to, like, I call it being a Girl Scout. Act like you're a Girl Scout and you're taking orders, and then you go place it wherever you want it. And you can either drop ship from the account, or you can collect all the local orders and have a BOGO party for a meetup. That can be really fun. I like to do that sometimes, where I go, okay, we're all going to meet at the park on next Wednesday, and we'll have a little like potluck, and I'll bring your BOGO orders and we'll spread it around. That can be good customer community nourishment development. And then the way you handle the transaction of it is I use Venmo. So if Daniela was my customer or my lead, and she's like, yeah, I totally want a box, I don't have time to go order it, I don't have an account, I'll be like, I got you, I'll order it for you, just Venmo me. And I can send her like an invoice on Venmo, or you can use PayPal. And that's a good practice, because you want to be able to prove that you're actually selling this and you're not like doing some, I don't even know how to put it, but legally with doTERRA, you don't want to put stuff on your credit card and then not have proof that you bought it for someone else. It's like a deeper conversation that you can have with your upline to understand that, but it's a good idea to always have that proof there. But what do you think, Aisha? What do you suggest for BOGO week?
Oh, I love BOGO week. Well, first of all, BOGO week is an excellent time to have a little boost in your business. So whether you want to solidify your rank or your power of 3, it is a very, very good time to have this like extra momentum in your business. So the first thing I like to do with BOGO week is actually make a plan and look in my downline and really see, where do I need a little boost in my business? And then from there, that can guide you into who to specifically reach out to, and whether or not you want to do a text message and check in with people. It can be a really good opportunity just to call and say, hi, I'm thinking about you, want to make sure that you know that BOGOs are happening. Sometimes what I'll do is I try to avoid sending mass text messages, but like you can make a text message and then kind of copy and paste it. And if there's people that are in strategic places where I would like to boost some sales, I'll send them a text message and say, would you like to be on my BOGO thread? I'll be sending out daily deals and incentives. So I always ask permission. And then the people that opt in, I will send them a daily deal of, here is the BOGO. And then sometimes you can offer an incentive, like you can use the incentive that we have on our essential wellness page. So if you take that gift basket, that meme, and you can send that out to people and say, if you buy the BOGO box, I can enter you to win this gift. So if they're not on the essential wellness page, then what you can do is just have them place their order and send you a screenshot of the order. And then you can go into the thread and say, I'm posting this for so-and-so, and just point out whose name it's for. And then we will, swing back and be back in touch with you to get shipping and everything. But if they're not on Facebook, you can manage that for them, and you can leverage the giveaways that we're giving. We actually have incredible giveaways all week long. So every day there's the bigger gift basket, but every day there's going to be a giveaway. So you can use this to let people know, hey, not only do we have these amazing deals, but we have these awesome giveaways. So if you want to know what the daily giveaway is, I will let you know. So people tend to get super excited around BOGOs, and they get super excited about extra giveaways. So don't be shy to spread the word around that. And then Erin, should I go ahead and share our BOGO website?
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay, so I want to just bring this resource up for all of you really quickly. Okay, so can everybody see my screen here? If you go to our website under business education, all the way at the bottom is BOGO resources. And our beloved Tiffin was our BOGO queen. And there is a video here where she offers all of her tips and tricks and how to really maximize really making the most out of BOGOs. So spend a few minutes and watch this video. We have some tips here for you. We have a BOGO calculator. We kind of talk about how to maximize this and strategize with your team. And then here's a couple other videos down here with some really, really, really good tips. The one thing that I will really encourage you to do is, even if you haven't done anything yet, it's not too late. BOGOs are just starting today, and it is incredible the momentum and the energy if you start putting it into your business and encouraging even shares to like get the word out, the momentum that you can actually create. In fact, I recommend that you take a screenshot of your organizational volume in your business and then look at what kind of momentum is gained over the week. So you really don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I know in the very, very beginning, when we first used to have BOGOs, I'd be like, and I wouldn't do a lot about it, not realizing this opportunity that doTERRA is giving us. So you can, again, you can stabilize your rank, you can move to the next rank, you can stabilize your bonus, your power of 3 bonus, or move to the next bonus. It's a great way to get customers. Like, it's just this great way to really create energy and momentum. And that energy and momentum is going to come from you as the leader of your team, getting super excited about it and sharing it with all of your team, with your shares, your customers. Sometimes you can get sharers to begin to share or customers to share just out of the excitement of a great deal, because everybody loves a great deal. So don't be afraid to put the word out on all the channels, on your social media and text messages and phone calls and your newsletters and all the ways. So I want to make sure we can hear from others as well. But yeah, make sure and really jump on this opportunity.
Great tips, Aisha. Thank you. Yeah, this is like one of the few times I go live on my personal Facebook page and talk about BOGOs. So right before the team call, I went live on Instagram and my personal page, and then I shared it to my business page. So I agree. This is the time to not be shy. Just tell people all about it.
Yeah. And also, if you have people that are like pending, like you don't, that my friend Sue has been wanting to enroll, like, now is the time to reach out to Sue and say, hey, I know you've been thinking about enrolling. Like, now is the time, because we have this amazing deal going on. So don't be afraid to share the deal with everybody.
Does anybody else have BOGO tips to share with the group? Yeah, go for it, Nikki.
Oh, I love this call so much. So many great things. And Aisha, I want to drop in on something that you said about how you used to feel about BOGOs and how that changed, because that was a huge turning point for me. BOGOs used to make me uncomfortable. I loved them for myself, but the whole BOGO frenzy feeling used to make me very uncomfortable. And so I didn't do it. And a few years ago, I decided just go all in and see what happens. And I just did a text blitz, daily text blitz. That was it. I had a list. I had, press stop to end so people could opt out. And I saw my volume go up 5,000 OV in 1 week. And I was floored. And so ever since then, it energized me and excited me. And it's the same as how we approach LRP. If LRP makes you uncomfortable, you're probably going to have a lot of customers who are going to be uncomfortable around LRP. You're passing that down. And so first is just fall in love with Bogos. Think about how much you love it. And now I have a running list. I have a list of people who really, I only see them order on BOGO weeks, and that's okay. And that has helped a lot though, because they're the first, start with the low hanging fruit. Go and just start to reach out to those people who are going to make you feel more confident. And maybe, like Aisha said, also about people who have been walking the line and not wanting to jump in, especially if they have said money is an issue. Those are the people that I call and I say, I know that you've been working up the money to save for this, or money's been an issue. This is the best deal that you are going to get at any point of the year. I mean, buy one, get one, buy one, get two, stuff like that. So I think Daniela asked a question about what system. So I'm not a systems person, Daniela. That's not my strength at all. So I make one text. And I sit there with my list and I copy, send, send. I know there are a few apps like I think it's called Text to Group is an app. Just look in your app store. And every year I come around to Bogos and think I should get more organized. But this system has worked for me. And it's just something that I carve out time for in the morning. And so it's okay. And I always make sure to send my builders and sharers the first text, so that they can then copy it and send it on to their others. Another great, if you're looking for resources, doTERRA Social, I think it's only $20 a year to get doTERRA Social. And then you have your graphics made for you that you can pull, and you can use them in your text. You can use them on your social media. OneDrop is a little bit more expensive, but they have a whole campaign that you can just grab. If that's something for me, I noticed took too much of my time was making graphics. And I'd rather use that time to be text listing or making phone calls. And don't underestimate the power of your voice and a personal phone call and just reaching out to someone, especially, I saw Beautiful was one of the oils that's in there. I have a handful of people, keep your list. I have a handful of people that love Beautiful oil. You can't ever buy that. So they're going to be people I'm going to be letting know about the box and the day that that's a special. So just reach out and do it with love, and make sure you get yourself in a good, positive space before you do your texting, before you do your calling, not calling and texting from this place of what I need, but how can I serve the people on my team? How can I serve the people on my community? Who is this an opportunity for, right? Turn it to them. That's the fastest way out of your own fear, is to focus on someone else. So those are my main tips.
Great tips, Nikki. It's so true. Like BOGO week gives us so much, but it really is our chance to go serve our team. So I love that. But Linda wants to say something. I brought you on, Linda.
Hi.
Hi.
Oops.
We can hear you.
I've used can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've used the BOGO week to reach down in the several levels down to people that don't order much. And each day, this was before we had the boxes, each day I would collect orders from the local team and I would have them order it, and then they would get the points and I would pay the money. And then when my team members came to my house to collect their BOGO, I would get my money back. And it was just a nice way to help someone that has a lower income and doesn't get to get the oils as much.
Absolutely. That's a really good thing to remember. For some people, this is the one time a year that they get their oils because it's going to be the most budget friendly. So we're there to help with all of that. Any other tips before we close up for the day? Yeah, Daniela.
I really just love, Aisha, just because she's given me that remembering too of knowing your numbers first and knowing, and really so much volume from BOGO week every time. And it's when I hear it, the same like you, Nikki, I always had anxiety too. And I often would shy away and not do anything because I felt like I couldn't keep up or, like, but it knowing it's just knowledge, and knowing your numbers, like Aisha said, is so empowering, and really being smart and then giving that to your leaders and working with them. And that is so helpful. And then that's the kind of that having that clear focus too. It's amazing what it will draw in, right? Like almost like manifesting, just really, because where it needs to go. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that helped me a lot when we got smarter with the planning part of it and didn't shy away.
Yeah.
I just want to add to that, Daniela, is that if you're not using the rank tracker, those of you that know me know it's my favorite tool. It's a spreadsheet. You can download it off of our team website, and then you go to the tab that is your rank or the rank that you're going for and fill out your numbers. You can go into and there's a rank tracker in the back office. So whichever one you prefer to use, I still use the spreadsheet. So say you're going for silver, you can go into all of your legs and you can look at the volume. And I would recommend, if you want to hit that rank, every day at the end of Bogos, go in and recalculate your numbers, because this can give you, again, information like, okay, I need X amount of volume over here, so I'm going to focus on nurturing these customers over here. Or I know that, Karen is a large purchaser under here and she's under this team, so I'm going to make her a very special offer to see if I can bump sales there. So then rather, it's great to like cast out that larger net, but then you can become very specific and strategic with special offers and special incentives, so you can get that volume where you need it. And you have an entire week to focus on this. So if you get used to looking at your numbers every night, then it can kind of give you direction for the following days. And if you have no idea how to do that or how to work with your rank tracker, please check in with your upline. It's a really important tool, and it becomes extremely necessary as your rank goes up. I used to do it all on a scratch piece of paper, but there's so much room for error there. And as your rank gets higher and higher, it gets more and more tricky to keep track of. So I recommend making that a habit now, so you really know how to manage your rank as you advance.
And I put the link in the chat. I'll put it over on Facebook too. We have a place on our website for all these great tools and resources. So usually when we talk about something, you can go find it on our website. There is a rank tracker, there's a power of 3 tracker there, and lots of good stuff. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a fabulous BOGO week. And remember, next Wednesday, we're not going to be here for the call. So set that reminder. You'll get a text alert too. So it's a good reason to be on text alerts. And we'll be back here on the 30th. Me and Nikki are going to tell you all the goodies from leadership. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you very much.